Hello everyone, this is Dan Gramza and welcome to Gramza Market Studies for Tuesday, July 22nd. The NASDAQ market, we're looking for a rest type day for Monday. We have that kind of behavior. I think this is logical. Right now though, my bias for this market is for a move to the upside today on Tuesday. The reason for it is I think it's a right kind of rhythm. We have CPI coming out. We have earnings coming out. The issue with Russia is a front burner item, but there's no news there. I'm looking for an up move today in that market. I also feel the same way about the currencies. We're seeing the dollar capital flows back and forth as we see these shadows being formed on these candlestick charts or candle charts, the way I prefer to say it. And what are we looking for? We're looking for an unchanged to higher type move. That's what I'm looking for in the euro. Let's move on over though to interest rates. Here we made new highs and then we broke back down in the 10-year notes. I think that's a step in the right direction. I'm looking for a down day today in that market. Also, gold again stopped and took a breath. That's what we are looking for. I think this also makes sense. Here, I'm looking for more of the same. I still believe the bias is for a move to the upside, but right now I'm looking for a sideways market. I also want to point out to you that the copper market did trade above this bullish level. The difference here between the bullish and bearish level in the copper market is $3,250 per contract. And for this market, I'm looking for a sideways to higher move. And when it comes to crude oil, it popped up a bit as this Russian issue continues. I'm not looking for strong follow through unless this still continues to be a front burner item without abating. Therefore, it would imply this uncertainty and we would expect higher prices. It's not fundamental in terms of supply and demand though. So I don't look for a strong move here if that quiets down. But let's move on. And let's take a look at what's happening in the grains. And when it comes to soybeans, we did back off a little more. Here I'm looking for an unchanged type day for it to go sideways and lower would be the kind of behavior we're looking for. We also want to be sensitive to the fact that we could break lower and leave a little shadow there on the bottom. Well, that concludes today's market studies. Thank you for being with me. I'm looking forward to being with you again, and as always, take care.